Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this event where we'll be exploring the European energy transition. This event is organized by EAEST, the European Association of Energy Storage Trade. And my name is Theodora, and I'll be your moderator for today. I'm really glad to see you all here today, joining us for in-depth discussions of the bright opportunities, development directions, and potential challenges in Europe's energy transition. Together, we can build efficient communication for both upstream and downstream green energy enterprises and jointly promote the realization of Europe's energy transition goals. So the program of today will consist of 3 parts, where in the first part, we'll have some very interesting presentations for you. During the second part, the event ESTEC will be introduced, and finally, we'll end with some time to discuss and connect. Now, without further ado, I'd like to welcome our first guest, Professor Saifer Rahman, the director of the Advanced Research Institute of Virginia Tech and president of and CEO of IEEE. Let's go.
Well, good morning, everybody. I am very happy to see the diversity in the mix here, and I hope you will follow what I'm going to say in the next 15 minutes. There's no questions here. I'm a professor, but I don't teach people like you, so I talk about the big picture. If you have questions later on, that's even in depth, I'm happy to do that. So let's get started now. Going forward. So this is my talk. You see, energy transition is a topic, but I'm focusing on tech roadmap. I go to many meetings like COP27, COP28, this past year in Dubai. So a lot of people talking about banking, insurance, energy, security problems, global warming. I said, that's fine. I want to give you a solution. That's where I'm coming from. That's the roadmap talking about. So this is, why is it important? CO2 is the challenge we are facing. And why is it a challenge? Because of this. If you go back 800,000 years ago, in the North Pole area, CO2 concentration was about 260 parts per million. Why is it important? Because over there, no coal plant, no car. All air is pure. That's a reference point. You would ask me, how do I know, how do scientists know 800,000 years back? No computers there, no sensor, how do you know? It's a good question. Think about it, not that difficult. We know every year the snow has moisture, that's snow. It has air. Air has hydrogen, nitrogen, CO2, and the like. Air will freeze, become snow, fall on the ground, and over time become ice. We know that it takes to have 1 meter of ice built up. Based on that, we go how deep you got to go to find the ice sample for 800,000 years ago. Pick up a ball of ice, go to the land, melt it, and air comes out. And do spectroscopy, give how much is CO2, how much hydrogen in that air bubble. That's how I know it. All the way till about 1900 or so, it was that number. What happened in 1950 or so, we began to burn coal in power plants, large numbers, and our transportation. That's why this number. This is more detailed, closer number. You see 1750, 780, CO2 280 in that range, and carbon emission is almost zero. No cars, no power plants, no ships. Ships are sailing ships, not coal-fired steamships. Beginning 1870, things began to change. What happened in 17? This man, James Watt, he invented the steam engine. He began to burn coal to make steam. He's the primary problem. If he didn't live, we would not have coal plant today. So I blame him on this problem. I was there in Glasgow, took this picture. I was physically there to see what he looked like. Then beginning 1950, 60, shoot up almost vertical because of transportation, because of coal-fired power plants. Today, globally, you have 2,000 plus coal plants, power plants, 2,000 plus, many in China, India, Vietnam, and all that. Europe is slowing down. Again, the problem is, Germany is a good example. Once they had the nuclear issue and the gas stopped, they fired back their coal plants in Germany. This is another problem we face. Anyway, this is CO2 challenge. Then there's a need to decarbonize. Why? Because of CO2 concentration, temperature in the 1800s plus minus 0.2. Beginning 1925, no minus any, or plus. Today, well, last year, 1.5 degrees. There's a Paris climate change goal, keep under 1.5. We reached 1.5. If you go above 2.0, that's too late. That's the challenge. How to keep below 2.0. What is the reference? You can see here, temperature from pre-industrial level, before James Watt, pre-industrial. It's no coal plant. This is the target. Keep that in mind. That is why energy transition is an important issue for us. So this is how to promote new energy and storage. That's your EAEST conference to make this challenge manageable. So I'll give you some quickly very solutions. One big thing that we focus on, hydrogen and storage. Hydrogen is a fuel. It's not available like coal if you dig it out. If you make from water. Today, you make from water, break H2O, H2 and oxygen, get the hydrogen. The challenge is where do you store it? How to use it? I was in Berlin 3 months ago. I see a Mercedes taxi, clean fuel. IC engine running on hydrogen. It's not very common, but that's possible. We have to focus on that issue because if we make all cars electric, we don't have enough power to serve them. We don't have it. People forget that part. The US, if you make half the cars electric, you could double the power capacity, double power station, double transmission line, double transformers. Public would not accept. We already complain about too many lines on my neighborhood. That doesn't happen. So I think IC engine will remain, but on hydrogen, not all EV cars. This is the practical solution. Now, when you say storage, you say battery, many other storage, many other. For example, flying wheel, compressed thermal storage. Then we have compressed air, pump storage, battery, many kinds of storage. So EAEST, I hope, talks about all of these, not just battery. The battery is not the only solution. Let's start with battery first. Many kinds of battery, lead acid, lithium ion, lithium phosphate, sodium sulfur, flow battery. All available there, not commercially yet. First three are commercial. Sodium sulfur is a possibility. So what I will do, as in pictures, I will put all these slides on my personal website, give the link later on. I give a talk like this in many places, so you can see where we're coming from. So all these slides will be available for you to look at, download, and use it as you see fit. So lead acid, we drive cars. This is our car battery. 12 volt, 24 volt in some cases, trucks, 24 volt. That's an old technology. The problem is recycling. Battery is dead, what do you do? The case can be reused. The plates, which are your lead plates, lead acid, can be recycled. I come from Bangladesh, everything is recycled. They give you money to give the battery, old battery to them. In the US, I give them money to take it away from them. Reverse case. But there, it's possible. Look at that, how to recycle the components in the lead acid battery. This is our lithium ion battery. This is your phone bag. I mean, you carry this extra battery. Problem is, you cannot put them in your luggage. It happened to me in Vietnam, I was caught in my luggage. You carry with you. But they have a limit how many milliampere hours is allowed. In China, it's like 6,000 milliampere hours, 6,000. I had a battery, 10,000 milliampere hours. They took it from me. They checked. They did not read very well. That were 1,000 milliamperes. Let me go. 10,000, they'll take it away from me. So inside that box, we have these single cells. That's how I get the higher milliampere rate. The middle is your electric vehicle battery. Same basic stuff. We package it this way. On the right-hand side is a lithium phosphate battery. Use why that important? Lithium ion is a range. Phosphate is longer range, but then heavier, higher kg per kilowatt. If you're in a truck, doesn't matter. I was in Shanghai recently. They have a truck running on electric batteries like this, lithium phosphate. Heavy doesn't matter. It's a big, big heavy. If you get a lithium ion battery, maybe 400 kilometer, 100 kilometer range, phosphate is 500 plus, so 25% range. I hope people coming here will talk about this in October. So sodium sulfur, lead acid, lithium ion, sodium sulfur. This battery is good, but very hot. Sulfur has to be in a liquid form. So 200 plus degrees centigrade, the fire hazard. But for application on the ground, it's not a problem. You can put it in your car. Yes, sodium sulfur. This is flow battery. The problem with lead ion batteries is the issue of weight and size. Flow battery is meant for on the ground application, not on the only thing you have to worry about is the size of the tank. Bigger the tank, bigger the range. US government, Defense Department, very focused on getting battery 2-day storage for their applications. Flow battery is the first choice for them, because lithium would not work. So this is what I do. Pumped storage hydro. You have examples in Europe, US of course. What is here? Nighttime, you pump water up to the hill, upper reservoir, hold it there. Nighttime supply is cheap, extra capacity nighttime. Hold it there. Daytime, let the water come down. See the blue line come down. So the same machine. At night, use the machine here to pump the water up. Same machine is used to generate. Same machine in the daytime. That's a low cost, not always possible everywhere because of the terrain. To do this is in Virginia. This project, close to where I live, 3,000 megawatts pump storage. There's 6 machines, 500 megawatt each. This is largest in the world, pump storage hydro. This is where nighttime nuclear is used to pump the water, and daytime get it down from the upper reservoir. This is, next is compressed air energy storage. Getting more technical now. If you talk about a gas turbine, you have to compress the air before it's fired. Compress air, burn it, get heat, gas turbine. But that means what? You got to heat the air during peak hours because you turn gas turbine like 5 in the afternoon or something. You're using power first. Power is already tough, expensive to heat the air. Here, I heat the air in advance and uncompress it, leave in a hole in the ground, maybe a old salt mine, something like this. Keep it there. Time comes in the afternoon, you need the compressed air, let the valve come back and run to the gas turbine. You're not spending energy to compress the air when the energy is expensive. That's compressed air. Next is molten salt storage. Photovoltaics is no storage unless you got battery. If you melt salt during hot summer day using this technology, the salt is already liquid. Then hot salt means what? Heat source. Pass it through steam tube, then steam is produced, which is a steam source for your water. This is an example in the Middle East where you have, how do you heat the salt? You have mirrors reflecting sunlight to the top of the tower. tower becomes 700 degrees centigrade, 700, very hot. So it looks like it's burning, glowing. Then you take the hot salt and store in this tank, and then nighttime, that's your source of heat. Nuclear, coal, oil, gas, for me, are a heat source for me. With heat source, I can make steam and run generators. This is another heat source that we can use. So this is another one, flywheel. I went to a data center for AOL recently in Virginia. They have to guarantee 6.9 reliability, 99.999% reliability. They're out maybe 5 seconds in 2 years at the most. Data centers. How do they guarantee that? They have 30 megawatt demand from 2 circuits, power station, fully backed up by diesel, including air conditioning. Then battery, then flywheel. All of those independent sources. Power company, diesel engine, then number 3 is battery, 4 is flywheel. Flywheel advantages you can see here. Very high efficiency, 90% or more, and the conversion time is less than a second. You are turning it mechanically with power, you need power back, still turning. Within less than a second, you can produce power. So there's no delay in this case. We talk about UPS, the power supply, but UPS has to be fed with something. This is how we feed the UPS for data centers. Again, storage technology, that's my point. So that's the storage part. We also need energy transition, carbon-free power. Well, that's one. Denmark is big, Germany is big, UK is very big now. They have, in the UK, of the Scottish coast, have gotten proposal for 30,000 megawatts. 30,000 megawatts. Demand is only 6,000 megawatts. Where the other 24,000 megawatt go? You want to sell it to Norway, daytime, and the nighttime storage with the hydro storage. That's wind. This is solar. Challenge many countries, not enough land left. In the Netherlands, there's a lot of open land for agriculture. You cannot cover them with solar. Same Virginia, same thing. But roof is okay. This is a Kenya government office for training of public servants. Whole campus is rooftop solar. They're providing 30% of electricity rooftop solar for that complex in the government. This is finally nuclear. Nuclear has a bad name because of Chernobyl, Fukushima. It's true. Those happened because they're so big, you could not cool fast enough. What happened to Fukushima? The diesel engine pumped the water, failed, and the thing melted. Now the new technologies, which are small reactors, maybe 60, 70 megawatt, not 2,000 megawatts, are much safer and self-cooling. This is how we can reach where you want to go. This is it. This is my website, my first initial Rahman.org. Many slides I've given you are available now on that. Go there now, say presentations, you can see slides like this. I'm a very open person, everything is open. So thank you very much. Take care, bye-bye.
Thank you so much for your presentation on the various energy storage solutions and technologies.
I'll be around. Any questions you can talk to.
Yes, we'll have some time during the third part of today as well. So next, we're also in the presence of the distinct guest, Ms. Cora vanNieuwenhuizen. She's the president of Energie Nederland, so I'd like to shortly introduce Energie Nederland to you all. Energie Nederland is the trade association for all parties that produce, supply, and trade electricity, gas, and heat in the Netherlands. Their 80 members are active in both renewable and non-renewable energy and offer various services. They represent nearly the entirety of the Dutch market, and their members include many innovative players as well as newcomers to the market. Additionally, their members develop beautiful sustainable initiatives, and they're amongst the largest investors in renewable energy. But I guess you'll be around to discuss later on as well. So now we'll have a short 10-minute break where you can stretch your legs and get something to drink maybe. And we'll see you back at, I think, 25? 11, yeah, 11:30. All right, so I'll see you all back here at 11:30.
I see.
Welcome back, everyone. I think it's time to start again. All right, I hope you all got some coffee or something else to drink and you're ready for the next part. And for that, I'd like to welcome Mr. Rob van der Kulik, the Deputy Secretary General of EAST, to tell us more about the current status of the energy storage industry in Europe.
So, good morning, everybody. Well, she mentioned my name already. Yeah, it's a difficult name. My name is Rob van der Kulik, and I'm Deputy Secretary General of EAST. Today, I will briefly introduce EAST to you and then give an overview about the current status of the energy storage industry in Europe. So, EAST, hold on. No. Sorry. Well, yeah, here. So EAST is stands for European Association of Energy Storage Trade and was established in the Netherlands as a professional international cooperation platform. It's based on consensus on cooperation between Europe and the energy storage industry. It provides a communication and cooperation hub for companies, facilitate understanding of industry demands, and formulating solutions. EAST serves as an information dissemination hub for the European energy storage industry to bridge it with the global industry. Through member organizations and institutions, EAST has established a professional exchange and cooperation platform which can support enterprises from all countries to negotiate directly and effectively help enterprises in the industry to further understand the needs of the industry and develop solutions to accelerate the land. Here went something wrong with the sheet. Can we make it smaller? Okay. Well, I continue. So EAST provides 5 services to its members. Policy advocacy to create an enabling environment. Second, research and analysis to provide up-to-date information. Strategic guidance to develop effective business strategies. Knowledge sharing and exchange to facilitate the exchange of experiences, and collaboration to increase your corporate visibility. As an EAST member, you will participate in collaborative projects, forums, and seminars, and expand your corporate visibility. Now, let's take a look at the current situation of the energy storage industry in Europe. Energy is central to the European Union's transition towards 2050. According to the European Commission, energy investments in the EU is up to close to 400 billion per year until 2030, and over 500 billion per year in the subsequent decades until 2050. The EU budget sets a target of 30% climate spending, a large part of which includes energy actions such as energy efficiency and deployment of renewables, energy infrastructure, and smart energy systems. The EU has developed a number of policies to support the energy transition. In May 2022, the European Commission launched RePower EU. This plan is a comprehensive energy strategy proposed by the EU to reduce its dependence on external energy sources and accelerate the clean energy transition. Its core objectives include improving energy efficiency, promoting the deployment of renewable energy sources, and diversifying energy supplies. The Repower EU program provides strong policy support, market opportunities for the development of the European energy storage industry. In-depth implementation of the plan and the rapid development of renewable energy, the European energy storage industry is expected to achieve more rapid and sustainable growth in the future. According to recent relevant data shows that energy storage requirements for the energy system will amount to approximately 200 gigawatts by 2030 and rising to as much as 600 gigawatts by 2050. Over 2/3 of this storage capacity will be provided by energy shifting technologies or power-to-power technology. It is critical and necessary to significantly accelerate the development of energy storage. Europe is very much aware of climate change, and the need for energy independence is significant. Europe is working to accelerate energy storage deployment and align itself with global energy transition trends. Europe is aware, and Europe is leading the charge. To this end, EAST is committed to driving innovation and development in the European energy storage industry. We work closely with our members to develop new technologies, optimize cost structures, expand market applications, and actively seek the support of government and community. We are firmly confident that through our joint efforts, the European energy storage industry will usher in a better future. That the development of energy storage technology is a global issue. Therefore, EAST actively carries out exchanges and cooperation with international counterparts to share experience, learn from advantages, and jointly cope with challenges. In the context of global energy transition, the European energy storage industry will make an important contribution to promoting global sustainable development. I'm looking forward to explore further cooperation and working with you all to create a better future for energy storage. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rob. Thank you for introducing EAST and its current place in the energy storage industry. So next up, we're moving on to the second part of today, where we'll have Mr. Event Director, Mr. Kurt Wu, introducing the ESTEC event we're all here for.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody, and really thank you for all of your participants to join in our conference today. Also, thank you again about our distinguished guest giving us a speech from several Rahman, also from our association member Rob. It's a nice presentation to introduce the background. Actually, now we know the exhibition event conferences, that is the tool to connect with everybody, especially connect the expertise and company and government bodies from the green energy sectors. Let them to be together, let them to connect together, let them to speak to each other. So that's why that is the main reason the organization EAST established the exhibition ESTEC 2024. So before I right away jump into the subject to talk about our exhibition, I would still like to give everybody an overview about the whole landscape of the green energy sector in Europe and also in the Netherlands. Of course, we like to introduce later about our International Energy Storage Smart Energy Technology Exhibition and Conferences, but we still need to know some fundamental background and how, when, and why we established this exhibition. So first of all, as we know, and Rob already introduced the European vision for the like net neutral, carbon neutral mission before the 2050. And we like to say for the trends of the green energy sector in Europe, there are mainly 7 trends as we researched. And however, we like to draft about European energy transitions to refer to ongoing shift in the energy sector towards a more sustainable, low carbon and efficient system, which is we already mentioned in the previous slide, the first part of the presentation. And the transition is primarily driven by the need to address climate change, reduce dependence on fossil fuels, and enhance energy security. So that is the background about how can we develop the new energy sector together in Europe. So regards to that background, and we discovered there are a few of the trends we can focus from our exhibition. So I'm not going to say all these 7 trends, but there's 4 and 5 trends really important. They're aligned with the energy storage. First is the renewable energy trend. There's a significant push towards increasing the share of renewable energy source, such as we already know, wind power, solar, hydro, and biomass offshore. The European Union has set ambitious targets to achieve by 2030, including producing 32% of the energy from the renewable sources. And second trend, the energy efficiency. The energy efficiency, that is also one of the concepts the exhibition is going to be included. So improving energy efficiency across various sectors, including buildings, transportation, industry, modern mobility, and infrastructure development. So that is all the sectors is quite heavily involved in our background research. And we also already mentioned the decarbonization. I'm not going to repeat it again. And electricity market integration. This is also another trend, such as efforts are underway to create a more interconnected and flexible electricity market within the EU. So that includes enhancing cross-border electricity transmission capacity, harmonizing regulation, and promoting the integration of renewable energy sources in the grid. And the last thing, which is also the highlight from the exhibition, also from the background of EAST, energy storage. The trend of energy storage is developing efficient energy storage technologies like the previous president, Rahman, he already mentioned the technology aspect is crucial for managing the renewable energy sources and ensuring greater stability. Investment in battery storage, pumped hydro storage, and other innovation solutions are being made to address these challenges. So in our exhibition, we're going to include the innovative and innovation sectors. So let's say overall, the European energy transition represents a fundamental shift towards a more sustainable and reliable energy system, driven by the technical innovation, policy intervention, and changing consumer preferences. And that's how we need to look into about the glaze of the Netherlands and in green, how does this country in green energy sector? Because our exhibition is going to be organized in Holland. And we're going to organize this exhibition in Amsterdam. So how we look into what is the specialties for the country of the Netherlands? Because the Netherlands plays a really significant role in European new energy market, particularly in several of the aspects, such as offshore wind power, green hydrogen production, energy transition policies. And also involved in the energy storage and the smart grids. Netherlands is also advancing in energy storage solution and smart grid technology. And we consider this country is the hub of trading because this convenient and really developed logistic infrastructure. So Holland is also acting as a key hub for energy trade in Europe, such as the port of Rotterdam. And regards to the research and development, we already know a few of the institutions that are really famous in developing the technologies, such as TNO, TU Delft, and also Wageningen University. So that's why in this slide, it's giving us an overview about the landscape for the European and the Netherlands structures. The structures is categorized in 3 aspects, such as the government bodies, organization, research development institutions. But more than these 3 aspects, the companies involved, all of everybody is involved as well. Today, I was seeing some of the other company joining our conference, such as my friend from Beijing and also from Foxy. So you're all here. So that's why I was checking about the European structure and the structure of the Netherlands. And then I bring this information for you. That's why this government authorities and the organization, associations, authorities, research development institutions, they are really important to giving us the support and giving us this background knowledge to making us have the confidence to establish our exhibition. And such as like in Europe, we need to pay attention about organizations like EREF and the Wind Europe, Solar Power Europe, that are the associations I would like to advise the company establishing a network. And in the Netherlands, everybody's already know like ministry, they are developing policy. And also the Netherlands Enterprise Agency like RVO, they are supporting the local SMEs, the small medium companies, to be involved in the renewable energy development. And organizations such as Holland Solar, Energy, Netherlands Wind Energy Association, Dutch Association for Renewable Energy, and of course, Energy Netherlands, like what we already introduced. There are the really 4 important associations in this country. And they are the, the pillar, support this country to move on in the energy transition. So that's why we say we like to establish our event in the Netherlands based on the environment influence from Europe development, and also the development from the country of the Netherlands. And that's why we discovered Holland, actually, the relationship between Holland and China. And Holland has already become the 2nd of the Chinese exports to EU 15 countries. So Holland is ranked number 15. And the Dutch government also giving us so much support to the international investments and also trade coming via the Netherlands to European markets. And more than that, there's so much sustainable energy investment grants being given from the local government authorities. I think that's something I think the other European countries can also learn from this country. That's why we say the investment environment and trade environment in this country is really positive. That's why we like to situate our exhibition here and to introduce the knowledge and introduce the market trends and connect everybody expertise to bring the professional visitors in our exhibition in the country and extend the network in the other European markets. Back to the main core about the introduction. So our exhibition, EAEST, we're going to organize it this year, 3 days, 15, 16, and 17th. Thank you for the partners who are involving in this exhibition. So we are partnered with NPSO, partnered with Hungarian Innovation Center, China Energy Research Society, CERS, China Energy News, European China Brittany Alliance, and GEDICO, which is the Global Energy Interconnection Development and Cooperation Organization, and also ECN. So there are the partners, including us, already included into the organization. But however, we have more influenced companies, organizations supporting our exhibition. So the scope of this exhibition, the EAEST, we have 30,000 square meter spaces in Amsterdam. We expect to receive 400 exhibitors. Also expect we have the professional visitors from the global worldwide will be between 20,000 to 25,000. And more than that, we also developed 3 days conference, because that is not only an exhibition, because we want to bring the high dialogue, like between the expertise and government bodies to be included. That's why we developed a conference as well. I'm going to show more information about that later. So we just talk about energy storage. So the name of the exhibition is focus on the segment of energy storage. So I will talk about energy storage first. What is the aspects has been included in our exhibition regards to the energy storage, such as physical energy storage technology aspects. The companies within that scope is welcomed. And companies develop the solar panel inverters, it is really welcome. The chemical energy storage technology companies, innovative innovation institutes are welcomed. Besides all that, the ESS system and the EPC projects leaders and developers, they are also welcomed as well. And energy management software development, actually that kind of, the companies in the Netherlands focus on the energy management software development, includes companies from Belgium. They are really established. So that are the companies we want to be included in our innovation sectors in the exhibition. Power battery recycling and cascade utilization, EV charging is also the segments in our exhibition. But however, we should not just put our insight on the energy storage. Energy storage, which is a core pillar around this four sector: solar power, hydrogen power, offshore, and the wind power. And no matter what is the using what kind of methods, eventually the energy will be stored in the with our solution. So that's why I will call the energy storage. Our exhibition is the pillar between these four sectors. Then you're going to expect the companies from all these four different sectors to be included in our exhibition. The professional buyer and professional visitor, they're coming from, of course, China, Japan, Korea, Turkey, India, US, Spain, Germany, Belgium, Holland, Poland. We cannot forget about East of Europe, such as, and so they're all included. They're visiting our exhibition in October. And the other industrial professional visitors, we included institution, research organization, and government bodies are also included in our exhibition. Like what I mentioned, we not only have exhibition, but we also developed a conference. We have the 3 days straight conferences. Each day the segment and the theme is different. However, our conference has a core theme, which is the technology roadmap for energy transition in Europe. So that is our core of the theme for us to develop the 3 days conferences. Such as at the first day, we include the panel discussion in the energy transition section, and also we include the green energy section. We also include the energy storage innovation development section. Day 2, we also invite the keynote speakers and the chairs from each panel discussion. We invite the different expertise in the different segments to have this discussion together. We also developed the panel regards to the subject of lithium battery recycle in Europe and automotive energy storage technology. Also developed this panel discussion relates to the automotive energy storage technique. The last day, we will be putting up insights more in the solar section discussion, and also we include hydrogen sectors in our discussion for the last day of the conference. So that's why we say we do already include the all key sectors in the new energy in the exhibition. So there's some summary and highlights of the exhibition. So we want to be the Europe's influential energy storage event and include the expertise influenced like opinion leaders from the industry joining our exhibition. We're also going to release the product launch ceremony, and also we include the one-to-one matchmaking during our 3 days. So that is not only the exhibition to exchange the knowledge in the energy transition, technology development, but also we are trade and market economy oriented. So we bring the buyer to the exhibitor's booth. We bring the buyer to exhibitors, like talking with them face to face. Our team is facilitating on their on-site discussion. Then the unique selling point of our exhibition, I would like to still summarize about it. The global exposure, the capacity of the exhibition is really big. The trade matchmaking program, that is really a highlight. We like to show the innovation aspects, not only the exhibition aspect of the area, but also the conference area. We facilitate on the knowledge exchange. We have the product launch platform. This product launch platform is not only during the exhibition, because the history and also the mission of the organization. So we like to include the product launching, this from the concept of the long ago, include the matchmaking. And this is also the opportunity for the leaders in the green energy transition sector to join in one platform to have a discussion, to meet each other. That is a really good networking opportunity for everyone. So that is about how we are. And we really like to see everybody can take places to join this exhibition as an exhibitor or as a professional visitor. So yeah, welcome to EAEST 2024. The event is the forefront of the global energy transmission, and that is the beacon of innovation in the industry, technology, and also the policy. As we stand at the precise of a new era in the energy sector, I'm honored to introduce this grand gathering of mind and visions to all. So EAEST 2024 is not just an exhibition. It is the most professional, international, and large-scale event dedicated to energy storage and smart energy technology in the world. Here, we provide the platform, unlike any other, for the participants from across the globe to showcase the groundbreaking products, foresee the networks, and establishing the collaboration. So all the networks and collaboration will become in one place. And we're looking forward to see you this year, October 15, 16, and 17, 3 days. And today we also have the moment, like if any of you have a question in regards to the organization, regards to the exhibition. So later you can take a step, move to our service desk. We have like service, like question, Q&A, like sector, the person will answer everybody's question over there. If you also have interest to register for this exhibition, and we are putting our service desk over here, we can register your company names. So please don't hesitate to contact me. And if there's any further questions, let's join in the network of my presentation. So thank you very much, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your in-depth introduction on EAEST. I'm sure we're all very excited for October to come now. And thank you everyone here for your attention during this day and your presence. We're now moving on to the third part of today, which is the connection and discussion part. So this is your time to have those in-depth discussions that I was talking about earlier. And I was asked to tell you that there will be parking tickets available, which you can pick up when you're leaving. So you get the free parking as well. I think that'll be all for today. So I hope you enjoyed it and have a good time talking and discussing and connecting. Enjoy your day. Bye.